You're shining a light on bestiality, and I think that's you're doing God's work. I think that's way more important.
It's my calling in life, really. It truly is.
This is exciting.
It is exciting.
We've never done a competition on the podcast before, Vogue, but that is about to change.
The prize is this. It's you.
On Saturday, 18th of October, 2025, just in case anyone was querying the year, you'll be coming to the event of Apollo in London with 2 tickets to my sold-out show, Pedophile. Then you'll come backstage and have a drink with Vogue and I.
You also, by the way, you'll also get a night in a hotel near the event of Apollo, and we're going to throw in £150 cash towards your travel costs.
That's very generous of us.
Also, I'm sorry about this. Also, a ghosted merch bundle and a copy of Big Mouth thrown in. Why not?
The competition is to help raise money for Global's Make Some Noise, which funds vital life-changing projects across the UK, delivered by small local charities with the aim of making sure nobody is left facing life's toughest challenges alone.
Projects tackle a wide range of issues, including bereavement, food poverty, domestic abuse, homelessness and loneliness.
This is only open to residents of the UK aged 18 and over and who are based in the UK at the time of entry.
For your chance to win, for you and a friend to grab a drink with us, then 2 tickets to see Joanne's Pedophile show on Saturday the 18th of October 2025 at the Eventum Apollo in London. Text GHOST, GHOST, to 82200.
By entering, you'll have the chance to make a voluntary £5 donation, which will be added to your phone bill. 100% goes to Global's Make Some Noise.
You've got until 10 a.m. on Monday the 13th of October to enter. Keep your phone handy, we may be calling you.
Standard network rates apply. You must be 18 or over to enter. For full T's and C's, including prize date restrictions, visit makesomenoise.com/win. So, text GHOST, GHOST, to 82200.
I went to go and get my flu jab last week and they sneered at me. I was far too early. I'm way too excited about getting it. And they were like, sorry, not available yet.
Do you mean early in life or early in the season? Because I would have assumed it was early in life. I thought they'd be like, come back when you're 58, 60.
No. It's early in the season, supposedly. I go to somewhere where you have to pay for it, so I don't put any pressure on the NHS if anyone wants to give it to me. and they refused to take my money. They wouldn't take the goddamn money.
Surely it's not even, what is it? It's September. Like, it's still hot outside. There's people in shorts and t-shirts and stuff. That's very organised. Although
this is the woman in July, I'd go. Yeah.
This is the woman who booked her panto tickets 2 years in advance, or certainly 12 months. Yeah.
Jesus, I haven't booked my panto tickets this year.
I'd be on my deathbed from tuberculosis, and I'm like, fucking, let's get that flu jab. I'm always after the fact. Everything has to fall apart. Like I was on the road. I was in Plymouth. I was in between.
Oh, I saw that.
Guildford and Plymouth, and one of my teeth started acting up. Remember I was saying to you? Remember I was on the pod saying? Yeah. Anyway, it turns out a filling had fallen out, but it was a temporary filling because I'm supposed to get a root canal. But obviously I haven't gone back to get the root canal. So I had to wait till everything fell apart. And then I had to get an emergency dentist in the middle of the night and look like a Bell's palsy for half a show because I won't do anything ahead of time. Whereas if that was you, Vogue, you'd have had a full set of new teeth done within 7 minutes of needing a root canal.
I mean, particularly when it comes to teeth, I am in there like that's done. There's no waiting around for the teeth. Absolutely not. I even have, I've got, I don't know if you're allowed to have it, but like I've got a couple of prescriptions in the cupboard there just in case. I have one for a UTI.
Yeah, well you need that. Yeah. Women need that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I meant to say to you, you know the way I like a bit of sci-fi science? Well, science is science, science fiction science. They think they've invented something that can regrow teeth. Careful where you put it.
I mean,
Do you know what I mean? You know the way when you tan and then your hands are all brown and all. Imagine teeth growing out of your palms or anywhere else.
You'd be like a cat. Cats have spikes down there.
Yeah,
if you claw in. Oh no, it's the penis that has the spikes.
When I commit to my celibacy era, I will grow a set of teeth down there just in case I decide one night to give up my sexual pioneering. I'm like, no. It's no longer a safe space, like a rat trap. But yeah, apparently they're saying they can regrow teeth. Would that be great news?
I don't know if it's the best news. Like, I'd prefer if they could regrow something like better.
That that's because you have
don't
teeth.
Yeah, but we don't need teeth. Like, I mean, can they work on growing something? Well, we do, but we don't absolutely need them. Like, I'd rather work on hearts or something.
Well, they are still working on cancer and all. Do you not remember your man? There was a Netflix series about him. It was very interesting. I watched it on a true crime doc a while back, and then now it's obviously it's hit Netflix because all great things do. This female journalist who dated this doctor who was ahead of his time with heart surgery, and he was putting what he was fixing in inverted commas. Turns out he wasn't really fixing them, like kind of extra kind of external bits and bobs, picky bits into people's he was putting picky bits into people's bodies to help fix their hearts and stuff. But it turns out he was literally going down the hardware store and like buying like
valves
tubes and stuff, and putting them in. Yeah. He was like tapping away. But his argument is, I needed to push the boat because if you don't push the boat, you don't know what works. The family's argument was, you could have told us you were taking picky bits from the hardware store, and now our family's dead. Anyway, yeah.
Oh, they died, so it didn't even work. Jesus.
No, it didn't work. No, it didn't work. None of them survived it. No.
Do you ever see those operations where doctors leave like tea towels and shit inside patients?
Yeah.
Do you see that? It's like, how did you forget?
Yeah.
I suppose it is a bit of a mumble jumble down there with the intestines and shit the size of football pitches. It's like,
a sponge here and there I can understand, but like a stethoscope, you're like, come on now, I will sue. Did you see the story about the doctor recently? And I was like, I don't know what the morals here are. The doctor who had a ride in the middle of a surgery.
No, what do you mean he had a ride with who?
I know.
With who?
I know. It's not. No.
Okay,
no.
That's okay then. That's okay.
With the anaesthetist.
No.
Once it wasn't the patient.
It wasn't the patient.
It's completely acceptable. If it wasn't the patient.
Yeah, Grant, why are we even talking about it?
Why are we letting? Why are we always giving out about?
Are?
Yeah. For God's sake, he could be in there 24 hours.
He was nipping down to the hardware store to buy a bit of mop to put in the patient to soak up the blood. And so basically, he was having this doctor, the surgeon, was having it. He was a married man, of course, with kids, but he was having an affair with someone else who worked in the hospital, and he left the surgery mid-surgery, as you do. He's like, I need to go to the bathroom, so like, sticker on pause kind of thing. I'll be back. And then bumped into his mistress in some sort of airing cupboard or a plantometer, and someone walked in and he had his pants down and he was tucking himself inside his mistress, but they were like, are you not supposed to be in surgery? So of course then it all came out.
Kind of sexy, isn't it? No? Anyone else turned on? No?
I wouldn't deny a man. I wouldn't. Let's go to the loo. I don't care. I'm asleep. It's not like it wasn't in the room. And he was.
Sorry, you're saying you'd let somebody leave your operation. You'd be like,
I'd just give me a break. I'm wrecked getting dragged around from the insides by you. I'd like a little breather as well.
Go and do what you need to do.
Do what you need to do. Yeah, release yourself. I do feel that men are focused more. Yeah, exactly. After anyway, so they're kind of saying they don't know what to do with him really because he hasn't broken any law. It's just kind of bad form.
Public indecency.
Well, I think he's been outed anyway, so obviously he's mortified.
I think that would be embarrassing, but I think when men get caught wanking on camera, and it always happens where they're wanking in the wrong place. I was reading a book and I actually thought it was real because I forgot it was a book about a guy being caught in his office wanking. I just think it's really embarrassing to be caught wanking by anyone for a man, like anyone. Imagine your wife walked in, Joe. It's just like, it's so shameful.
Dawn O'Porter had a book, The Cows, I think.
Cow. Yeah.
The Cows, which was about a woman caught masturbating on a train. So women do it too. Yeah.
I think
it's very
people
good.
do it everywhere. I read an article the other day that suggested, it was about men. They do it everywhere.
Men do
in hedges, because like people who work outdoors, just all over in other people's houses, at work.
I can hold off till I'm in private. I feel like I can hold off. I don't need to, like, it would be too humiliating. It would be very difficult for me to come back from something like that because I'd be so embarrassed.
I think we can, a woman can hold off, Joe. I think that's ultimately the difference.
So can a man, in fairness. You're just grim that you just want to get it out everywhere.
Well,
Yeah,
not
is
me.
it like a
Let's-
scratch, Joe? Is it like an itch? What's it like? Is it
I
like when
am-
I had rosacea? Is it like when I had eczema around my eyes? Is that what it's like?
The way that the article put it suggested that there's just no waiting, and there's and why be ashamed? I think if you're in a
Well,
hedge,
that's
then that's
how-
why.
Exactly. It's like
come
when
on. If you're outside in a field, come on. Just be a bit ashamed. Just fucking wait till you get home.
Yeah, shame's not a bad thing.
No,
to feel
shame's
in that
important.
situation.
It kind of
And
keeps
leave the
society
sheep
together.
and the
really.
horses alone, men.
Leave them alone. They don't want to see
Sickos.
that either.
Sickos. Christ. Anyway.
Before we go into bestiality, which is, one of my favourite topics.
We
I was
should
down in
actually,
Vo-
I would like to deep dive bestiality, to be honest with you, because I don't know that much about it. It's strange.
It's people shagging animals.
No,
That's all
I
you
know,
need to know, really.
I know what it is, but like,
Oh, it's
I'd
easy
like
to
to.
understand.
I'd like to understand the science behind their minds. Like,
They're
is that
just
what
lonely.
why? I don't understand why you would choose to have sex with your dog.
Ask
know?
them. Get one on Never Live It Down. Get one on this.
Joe,
the bottom of this.
I'd like a man who has had sex with a horse on this podcast next week, or I quit. Okay?
Absolutely fine.
Let's
I'll
go
just
full
fire
Louis
them the
Theroux.
text.
Yeah. Get one of your mates on, Joe.
Oh my God, I'm going to do a whole show about bestiality, I think. Do you think, who could I pitch it to? Channel 4 would take it. I reckon Channel 4 would take that.
Big time.
I'd lose my job on Lorraine.
Yeah, you might be doing the carpet at the NTAs, but like fuck that, who cares? You're shining a light on bestiality, and I think that's you're doing God's work. I think that's way more important.
It's my calling in life, really. It truly is. This is the first time that you've actually had your hair and makeup done for the pod. Remember we said we were going to do it every
know.
time. Now you've actually, you see? Yeah, so Joanne called over to my house yesterday.
And those poor children, Vogue. Thank God I went down. For reference, I'm not drinking at the moment, so I'm back in family mode. So I went down to visit the children to remind them who I am.
Well, you didn't. You actually came down to save me because I was like, Joanne, I've been with them all weekend on my own. I've been to 3 parties. I've been to swimming, gymnastics. Please take me out for a walk.
Yeah, she needs to be saved. I was like, I'll knock in for you. Do you remember old school, the way you'd knock in? Be like, you coming out? So I knocked in for her and brought her out. But when I went into the house, the second I went in, Theodore was in full mode of, Joanna. I was like, if you want
Mummy.
something from me, Theodore, calling me Joanna is not going to get a feel of.
Mummy won't let me have a snake, Joanna. Will you
Yeah.
tell Mummy to let me have a snake? And Joanne's like, yeah.
Yeah. I want to be the sound aunt. Do you know what I mean? I was like, yeah, what you need? I'll get you a snake. What you want, a rattlesnake? What you need?
He's like, do you think Auntie Joanne would get me a snake? I'm like, no, she wouldn't, because I would give out to her. And he was like, well, how would she know? I was like, I've known her a long time. I've known her longer than you. Huh?
I was just do you know when kids ask you for things, you don't see them that often, you want to be sound, but I also don't want to interfere with parenting, and I know the children shouldn't have snakes. But I agreed to it anyway, so I won't be down. I won't be going down for a while.
She as well.
Grows
So
out of that phase.
she said hi to Joanne, and then she was on this thing called a diddy car, and she kind of scooted over to me and she goes, why is Joanne's hair black? And I was like, what? And she's like, and I was like, ask her. She goes, why is your hair black? And
I said, do you want me to
straight-
dye my hair blonde again like your mama? And she said, yes.
Yes. And then she said it to me again last night. She was like, will Joanne's hair go and not be black anymore? She doesn't like your hair colour.
She hasn't hit her emo phase yet. Well, the second she hits her emo phase, me and her are going to be thick as thieves. She's in her Barbie phase at the moment. She's in her
She only like long blonde. That's all she wants.
Yeah.
Do you know what she did today? She came to Run Club. I couldn't believe my eyes.
She got off her arse.
She ran the entire way, and at the end of it, yes, and at the end of it, one of her friends was like, "Oh," like kind of laughing that she was there as well, because it is kind of interesting to know that she'd be at Run Club. And he was like, "You won't. I don't know if you'll be able to do it, I don't think." And she beat him.
You see, you don't know. We thought we had a lazy drag baby, but maybe we have a fitness sporty baby.
Well, now at the end, she said, "I don't want to go to Run Club again."
I don't blame her.
But we'll see. I
One and
promised her a
done.
pair of running shoes, and she might want to go then. I have a new mantra in life. Do you want to hear it?
Okay.
I just keep saying it about everything. And I keep saying it to people. Like Amber was like to me, she went out on Friday and she's like, oh, will I go out on Saturday? And I was like, yeah, you could get hit by a bus. I could get hit by a bus. That's all I say now. I'm like, oh, I don't want to do that, but I could get hit by a bus.
Yeah.
Oh, I shouldn't have champagne at a kid's party, but I could get hit by a bus.
A bus, yeah.
So that's what I say about everything.
Hopefully you do, and then everything you do will have been worth it.
I hope I'm not manifesting. Does that mean I'm manifesting? And touch wood, I don't want to be, but I'm just like, I'm wondering. I'm such a busy bee at the moment. I'm being very social, and I'm like, it's all down to I could be hit by a bus.
You could be, and you genuinely could be hit by a bus. That's the truth of the matter.
And
There's
I
loads
cycle.
Of buses where you live.
Loads of buses. You're always on your phone.
Excuse me, don't out me.
Speaking of phones.
Oh yeah. Joanne asked us to tell us. Now, obviously, I don't know how to do things like this, so I just type in screen time, yeah?
Mine had social, entertainment, and then I had business 1%. And I don't know what it's taking business as.
What's your social, Joanne?
Daily average. Actually, don't think it's that bad. 9 hours, 7 minutes.
Seems a lot.
I'm single with no kids, folk.
No,
I've nothing else to do. I've no purpose.
Sorry, it was 9 what?
19 minutes.
Is that just the social?
9 hours, 7 minutes.
No, it's not just social.
Oh, no.
Please.
Okay. So average now is entertainment 5 hours 41, social 1 hour 49. That's actually not that bad.
Social's not that bad. I thought you'd be worse with the TikTok, to be honest.
Productivity and finance 25 minutes.
Yeah, but Joanne, your business dealings are on social, so
That's so true. You're my business dealer. What are your quals?
I'm 438 average.
What? Oh my God, I hate myself. Why am I on it for 9 hours a day?
Because you're on tour and you're in a car. That's honestly why. I'm not just trying to make excuses for you. But when I'm filming a TV show and I've loads of hanging around and I'm on train loads, it's like fucking 7 hours. It's never 9. It's
9 hours, Joe. I'm not well. How many hours in a day?
I'm not well. My worst
12
is
hours.
If
12
I'm
hours.
hungover, I could be 15 hours. No, not 15. If I'm hungover, I could be 7 hours that day. 9 is impressive. You win the medal if that helps.
Wow.
What are you on WhatsApp?
I'm up at 100. Like, as in, it's maxed out. It's kind of spasming here now. WhatsApp is at 100.
Hours.
I don't know. It just says 100. Gmail 38. Hinge 9. Thread 6. TikTok 6. Hinge 9.
Okay,
Yeah,
no, I have to.
That's because I'm off the drink and I'm trying to. So I'm like, I might as well try and meet someone.
I have to
Nothing
be
else
honest
do.
with you. So most of the time, I'm 6 hours. This is a good couple of weeks for me. Most of the time, I'm 6 hours. So I will admit that. God, I need to get off. Let's all get off our phones. Let's all try and cut an hour. Let's try and cut an hour. Let's try and get off your phone and let's try and cut an hour off that. Jesus Christ, I feel bad now. I feel bad. I could get hit by a bus and I'm just on my phone the whole time.
But being on your phone is going to up the chances of you getting hit by a bus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm
I don't have
cutting
time
down.
to get hit by a bus. I'm on my phone too much. I literally don't have time to go out and get hit by a bus.
9.
I'm like, not now, I'm uploading. So
Oh, tell me a bit about your week. We never do that anymore. I'd like to know.
What about my week? Well, I'm on the try. Now this is big news now, in fairness, especially when it comes around the touring. It's very boozy, very wet.
Chose the worst time to go on the drive, but I'm so proud of you. I think
I
you've
woke
done
up
a
one
great
day
job.
and I woke up one morning and I was hungover and I lost my phone in the flat. Is this my rock bottom? I don't know. It seems quite imminent.
Yeah.
I lost my. I know. Yeah, you'd want me to be like puking in a bin or something. Yeah.
This seems actually totally fine.
I
I
lost.
realised it had gone too far when
You're-
when I lost my phone.
I lost my phone in the flat, but it was
Your
gone
phone
for like a
ran
solid 20
away
minutes.
from you because it was so tired.
I'm sober, Vogue. I've nothing else to do.
Quick, hide, she's coming. Those fucking ants.
Yeah, the buttons are just burnt out. They've just melted into the back of the phone. Yeah, I woke up. No, that was what happened. I burnt my thumb off from scrolling. My thumb, my fingerprint is gone. It's like you can't be identified. I last week found the flat and I was so annoyed at myself because I'd like brain fog from drinking on the tour the night before. And I just got so frustrated with myself. And it took me, I'd say 20 minutes to find the phone. And that, I don't know why, that just snapped me. I was like, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of my own shit. I'm just sick of it. So I was like, right, no more booze for a month. And then I was like, oh, giving up booze for October, Joanne, groundbreaking, forgetting. Because I was like, I was online being like, I want to be accountable, I'm off for the month. And someone goes, so you're doing sober October like everyone else? I was like, yeah.
Sorry, my birthday's, we're doing my birthday. You can't do so. You said you were already doing it till then.
Yeah, so I'm doing a month and I'm in the Apollo this weekend and I know for a fact I'll end up having a glass of something after the Apollo for sure. But I'm not doing
Apollo, come on.
It's the Apollo, but I'm not doing what I was doing, which was excess. I'm not doing that anymore. I genuinely feel like I've turned a corner. I don't know why. I don't know where it's coming from. I really do. And then a friend of mine was like, oh God, are you going to make not drinking for a month being your whole personality? And I was like, yeah.
No,
it's the only way I know. Do you know what the really sad part of being on the dry? Firstly, realizing how often you tip away when you're on the road. Like the amount of time you just go, no thanks. And I'm sorry now. I feel bad on my fellow lushes to say this. I feel unreal. Yeah. I do. I feel unreal. But I will say
I'm not the only smug bitch here.
No, I find it. Post show, I find it like I'm white knuckling it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I had to tell Kylie, I was like, take the wine out of my dressing room, because whenever I go into a dressing room, there's a bottle of wine there on ice. Take it out, and like Garode said, if he saw me having a drink after the show, he'd slap it out of my hand and slap my face.
I do think that you've chosen a really difficult time to do it, so I think that you're doing really well because of that, especially because of that. And I think even I would want to have a drink after a show.
You know what it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's very hard.
But also, I have to take responsibility for myself. And, I'm going to be touring, hopefully, for the next 30 years of my life. So there's always going to be an excuse. I needed a really girthy circuit breaker. That's what I needed. And I'm having a circuit breaker. And I feel amazing, but I don't know. Anyway, I'm not going to make a huge big deal out of it. She says, having just made a massive deal out of it.
I don't think you are, but I do think there's a lot of people that are just trying to drink a little bit less, and it does. Like I like getting pissed. I do like going out and drinking, but it really makes me feel terrible. It makes me feel terrible about myself for days. It doesn't make me feel good, even though I like doing it at the time. I think just doing it more in moderation, like what are they called? The ones behind us, millennials, or what are they called?
Gen Z,
Zers?
Gen X,
Gen
Genners.
Yeah, they're all at that.
Well, I think living on your own, anyone I know who lives on their own would say that they think that they have bad habits around booze. Not everyone. Some people don't at all. But I think if you live on your own and you're single, there is alcohol it's like a little pal almost. It becomes like your mate. You're like, Sean, watch the TV, have a glass of wine, blah, blah, blah. And so I'm just trying to break those habits.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, we're very happy for you. Well done. You've never looked better.
Thank you. I do look good, don't I? Now I have had my hair and makeup professionally done. But that's just no drinking. Nothing to do with Liv Davey being here for 2 hours this morning. Nothing at all.
Oh, I saw you. I was like, oh, great. I have to record with her later.
That's my life with you.
Hardly.
Every day with my Pinot cortisol face.
Did you see what I did last week? I got up to loads of stuff.
Go on.
I was at London Fashion Week. I went.
Did you go?
I went. I was at London Fashion. Only one thing though.
Oh yeah.
But I still went.
Can I tell you something before you forget?
Yeah.
I'm at the point in my life I've realised, and that you bring up London Fashion Week, and I hate to cut across you, but you've reminded me of something. I've started, you know, when you're young and you're like, you're quite self-conscious when you're young, and you don't want to look like a fool or whatever. Yesterday I was cycling around town, and I parked my bike and I was walking around, and I realised I still had my helmet, right? So I still had my helmet on, and I was like, wow. Like there was a time I wouldn't even wear my helmet on the bicycle, because I was like, I'd rather die than be seen to be wearing this hideous plastic bowl on my head. Whereas now, 42, I'm literally wearing it to save myself having to carry it. Like I don't give a shit. And so I was walking through London town.
They do make cooler helmets. I'm just saying. I'm listening. You choose
they
what
do.
helmets you want, but you've chosen. It's a strange Yoshi. No, what's your man's
you don't
name?
think mine's
Toad.
cool?
I think you look a bit like Toad.
So you'd rather I die, Vogue? Is that it?
I was just surprised in your choice of helmet when I saw it yesterday.
Wow. A lot of shade coming through the little mini micro camera there. I might get one of those ones that you wear around your neck and it explodes. If you crash, it just kind of comes to fruition.
Yeah.
But I was plodding around in the helmet anyway, and I was plodding through London, and I realised I was walking through a London Fashion Week event. I think it was the H&M event. Yeah. I was like, God, everyone's so cool. And then I realised I was that L one walking past the camera where these two like Olsen twin types were getting interviewed, and I walked past wearing my cycling helmet in my gym gear, with my backpack on, with the wires all coming out of it as they usually do. And I was like, oh my God, this is such a middle-aged moment. And I'm kind of like looking back at the camera because I'm being nosy. Do you know what I mean? I'm kind of like trying to see what it is and all. And they're all like wearing these kind of like rubber outfits and like huge big.
Well, I actually saw you outside and I just didn't think it was the right time to say hello, but I did. I saw you.
I thought I saw you, yeah. Vogue!
I don't know her. I don't know her.
No, honestly, I don't know who she is.
Yeah.
But I didn't even feel like a loser there. I met my friend Karina, who's been my stylist since I was like 17. And I met her and we were just having a nice time at the party, and everyone was nice, the clothes were lovely, and I had a great time. And then I went home an hour later because I don't know what everyone else does.
Fashion known stays or whatever. So when I want H&M to know that when I do appear in your background footage, A, I want to fee, and B, the helmet was ironic, okay? I know fashion, okay? I was caught out on that day.
You will be catching her on a micro scooter next. You wait. She was slagging me about the micro scooter. You're going to want one. They do neons. The push scooter that I have.
Oh, no.
I don't know about that, Joanne. The helmet would suggest otherwise. Okay.
My next mode of transport is a mobility scooter. I want to start a gang called the Pinot Wheelers, but no one's listening to me. I am not easily appalled. I'm not squeamish. Anyone who's seen the inside of my fridge knows that.
There's nothing in there.
There's some growths in there.
That's rotten.
I'm taking the piss. What I mean is, I'm not scared of a bit of culture on a top of yogurt. You know, in the like, I have a morbid fascination. I once took out my own stitches with the gold hoop backstage in the stand in Glasgow out of my foot.
Oh no.
Oh God, remember the foot. Oh, that's the worst injury I think that I've ever known of.
It was awful.
Oh.
Garrod said it was like watching someone pull out their own tooth. I was like, I had to pluck out the stitches. Remember I stood in a gin glass. Anyway. But when I read the story about Elton John wearing his own kneecap as a necklace and a brooch, I felt physically sick. And that coming
have you
from
seen
me,
it?
Yeah.
I think it looks kind of stunning. There's diamonds all over it.
Well, it's this, like, Elton, do you not have enough icebreakers, like with all your career shit and all, that you need to be wearing your kneecaps? Come on.
Well, maybe he just really rates himself and didn't want to find any of himself chucked in the bin, I reckon.
It's fame gone mad. If I was wearing my tonsils as earrings, people would say something. Do you know what I mean? But he gets away with it because he's Elton John.
It's a bone though, so I feel like a bone's slightly different. Like I nearly got a necklace made out of my breast milk, but Amber threw it out. Stupid asshole.
Good work.
I might never get any more. Okay, fine. It's only breast milk.
Do you know that saying where they go, oh, look in the mirror and take off one piece of jewellery? Take off your breast milk brooch, and he needs to take his kneecap off. Just go down to Claire's accessories like everyone else.
I just don't know, because I have a necklace that has all the kids' fingerprints on it, and last week it's from a brand called Philippa Herbert. She's amazing, so I want to give her a little shout out. But I bought one last week for Winston. So they send you a pack, and I did Winston's paw. He's still alive, by the way. He's still alive, but I have his paw. His paw is going to be on a necklace.
Well, that's different. That's not trying to turn your cartilage into couture fashion. That's different. That's a memory. That's different. I just feel like if I was rocking around with my appendix as a brooch, if I wasn't Elton John, people would be like, "Oh, she's insane. She's obviously smearing her bedroom walls with her own feces at night." There's a certain like megalomania to it, and I love Elton John, but I just there was something. And like I say, it takes a lot to make me recoil. And I recoiled mentally. Physically, I did nothing. I didn't move at all, as I tend not to. But mentally, there was a mental recoiling. I was like, Elton, that's too much. I said to myself, that is too much. And it's very rare I say that. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not. I just think it's Elton John, so he can do what he wants. That's the thing. Like, we haven't reached Elton John status. We may never reach that status. Like, if Madonna, pulled, just hung anything on a necklace, she'd be kind of fine with it. It wouldn't even have to be her own body part. She could, like, get a body part of, like, I don't know, her current boyfriend and just pop it around her neck. No one would bat an eyelid. It's Madonna.
When I woke up from having my wisdom teeth out, I asked for them and they said no. They flat out refused. Yeah, they said no, you can't have them. Now, I think they were like, look,
you're not Elton John.
Yeah. Why is it okay to keep baby teeth and not adult teeth? Why is adult teeth weird? Baby teeth you can keep. Everyone's fine with that.
I mean, I feel like you keep stuff like that for a while and then you're like, God, oof, why did I keep it? Like, my mom still has Alexander's teeth, obviously, because he was the ray of sunshine. Doesn't have any of our teeth. And I'm like, what are we going to do with Alexander's rotten little baby teeth? Like, who wants to see them? Remember, I was saving the umbilical cord. It was just like this long scab sitting in my with my serums.
I guess it's because it's to do with your children that you're like, oh, this is sweet in a way.
I threw the scabs out. And Joanne, when they pulled out your wisdom teeth and you asked, they were probably like, who the fuck does she think she is? Elton John? She's not
you'll regret this. You'll regret this. Blood pouring everywhere because it just opened my mouth. Do you know the first set of dentures? Teeth, I mean, if you're into that kind of thing, they have like the dentures and braces have a very interesting history. So they used to go around the soldiers who were killed in World War One or the French Revolution, all that stuff. They'd go around and pull the teeth out of soldiers. Jesus. Yeah, dead soldiers. And then they'd make...
Oh my God, that's desperate. Jesus
fake
Christ.
teeth, like a set of fake teeth with them. There'd all be individual dead people's teeth. Yeah, and then they said sometimes they'd be pulling
a tooth out.
I know. Sometimes they'd be pulling teeth out, and they were saying that soldiers weren't fully dead yet. So imagine you're lying there on the war
Jesus
field.
Christ.
War zone. What's it called? Warfield? Warland?
Battlefield.
And you're dying anyway. You're in significant pain. And then some prick comes along with the pliers and pulls your fucking teeth out.
That's grim.
And everyone's like, thanks for your service.
Oh my God.
They have those dentures. There's museums that they have those dentures in. Yeah, I know.
And you'd have to take out the whole mouth because you couldn't just have an array of different people's teeth. You'd have to do a full mouth. A full mouth.
I'm pretty sure I've seen Marie Antoinette's braces in a museum, but I could be making that up. But I know she had terrible teeth, and before she married your man Louis, they put braces on her to try and fix her mouth. Google her there, Joe.
Jeez, how bad were her teeth? Because
terrible.
Everyone had bad teeth in those days.
Yeah, but there was no such thing as dentists, except people. You just rip them out.
No. Marie Antoinette's braces made from metal horseshoe-shaped arch invented by Pierre Fauchard are not known to be in a museum. Fake news,
maybe not the museums you can get into, Joe.
Oh, right, okay, fine. Yeah,
God, it's usually me who does the fake news.
I'm operating on a higher level.
The only artefacts of her body are her hair
Kneecaps.
and her death mask.
Kneecaps.
What's her death mask? What's that mean?
Oh, they used to, before they had photos, they used to mold people's faces when they died, so they'd have an image of them dead. Wasn't that right? Is that right?
I don't think I want anyone to see me dead.
I'll be getting a death mask off you. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
To keep the podcast going.
The bus got her in the end.
Yeah. I'm like, she's there. Look at her wave. She's quiet. She just has a lot of news this week. She's fine.
Just the way Joanne likes it.
Yeah. Less out of you.
Finally.
What's a death mask, Joe?
Yeah, you're right. It's a plaster, wax, or metal cast made from the face of a dead person to preserve their appearance.
Oh.
That's very morbid now.
I think that it's very, like, I just feel like I was having this conversation with my cousin and Amber in a group chat, and we were just thinking, like, I don't know if I want everyone to see the bod. You're not in your best state of mind, and, like, I don't want anyone touching me when I'm not there.
You do, you will. People, I think it's part of the closure. I think people need to see the body if you're in good shape, which you are, Vogue. If you want,
I always get a fright to see the body.
I'll drag your cadaver over to John Belton for a last session.
That would actually suit me.
Get the abs popping. Yeah.
And now the Fair by Vogue have started spray tans. We are sorted.
I'll just chuck you up in the treadmill for a while.
I just drag it along.
Next week I want to talk about the vagus nerve, if that's okay.
Isn't it the vagus nerve?
Oh, that makes sense. Oh, I don't want to talk about it anymore.
I wanted to talk to you about something that you actually sent to the group of the couple who in 1999 were divorcing each other, and they had to sit in the courtroom and they had a Beanie Baby collection worth $5,000 but couldn't split it themselves, so had to do it in front of a judge. Imagine that you actually had to drag... I really don't think they should get divorced, because if there's two people who love Beanie Babies that much, I mean, you're not going to find anyone else.
The fact, if you have found someone as weird as you in that situation, I would go to a therapist and I would make that work. They're on their hands and knees in court, separating what looks like 1,000 Beanie Babies.
What could have torn them apart? I just don't understand it, because there is nobody else who would.
Maybe someone set fire to their troll collection, or
I just don't.
Their
know.
Sylvanian families got lost in the something else toy related.
But it's like that Jellycat. Do you see Jellycat? And people are queuing for hours, 2.5 hours, to buy Jellycats in the UK. They're those, like Ottie has those of the bunnies. He loves the little bunnies. But like just new Jellycats that come out, full adults are buying these teddy bears.
I'm happy to say I know nothing about the Jellycat community, but I will say, Vogue, now that you've brought it up.
I know what you're going to say. I didn't want to. It's embarrassing for you.
It is embarrassing for me. I've done a full 180. I'd be the worst politician in the history of mankind. Remember how certain I was about... I was so critical of the Labubu thing, and I was like, they're just landfill. It's fucking nonsense. Well. To say I've turned a corner.
Yeah.
Now I've now tried to start introducing them into my work so I can write them off as a tax expense. So
did you buy real ones or have you? Well then, I'm sorry. Can you just please stop calling it a Labubu? It's not a Labubu. It's a Fufu. That's not a Labubu. You cheap bitch.
I bought it out of a service station on the M3.
It's not a Labubu. It's a Fufu. And if you were slagging me up, and if you hadn't been such a cow about my Labubus, I would give you a real one.
Focus 2025. If my Labubu wishes to identify as a real Labubu, it has the right to do that.
If you're the Fufu wants
to identify. If you're looking for paperwork, etc., well then you are a fascist.
Have you seen? Have you seen the outfits that you can get for them? Well, I don't know if you can get them for the Fufus, but I know you can get them for the Bubus.
I haven't. What?
A Labubu clothes. They all get clothes. Yes. I'm going to get my Labubu clothes just to annoy you.
Look at this, Joe. I stuck a Labubu on a spatula.
Fufu.
And look, because it's... Folks, stop being such a snob about it, please.
I'm Joe, not being a snob, but you just have to be honest about it.
The head goes around. Look, because it's a Labubu. It's because it's a Labubu from a petrol station. It's not a Labubu from the real Labubu website.
Thank you. Because I can't work like this.
And you just
like a poltergeist.
Stick up there,
I stuck a spatula up its arse. Yeah, I was doing a fake therapy session this morning for some actors, and I felt this kind of added a certain amount of pizzazz to the event. And like I said, now I can write it off for tax.
Oh yeah. Entirely.
Anything you see me carrying around in a work capacity, I'm trying to write off for tax, whether that be Vogue or a house.
I need this for work.
Yeah, it was when I was my 9th Labubu. I was like, okay, Joanne, we're going to have to try and write some of these expenses off. Stick a spatula up its arse, bring it to work. Ta-da! They're very cute, though. Do you know when you're like, Joanne, just fucking,
I'll give you
adopt an orphan or some shit. Yeah. Louis Vuitton are bringing out designer Labubis. When I saw that couple splitting up the Beanie Babies, I said that could easily be me in Vogue in 10 years' time.
With
easily.
The
yeah.
2 more things I wanted to tell you about, because when I saw those people, there were 2 farmers once, right? This is a cow custody case. For people divorcing, right? There was 2 farmers in Romania, and they went to court over who owned a cow, and the cow got brought into the courtroom.
Come on.
Oh, no. And asked to walk to their mummy and daddy.
Yeah, and it moved and walked to one of the farmers, and the judge ruled in that farmer's favour. Do you know? I used to do that game with one of my exes with our dog. I'd be like, come here, Rocco, come to me to see who the dog liked more. Don't ever do that with Spencer, because like they don't even know he exists.
Yeah. It's not
like,
really a win. It's not really a win there. Yeah.
They'd actually get frightened if Spenny started calling them. They'd be like, oh, what's going on here?
They're like, stranger danger, stranger danger. I can understand though, if you're in a relationship, a long-term marriage and stuff, and you something that's why I always feel like couples who share pets, and then you're kind of dropping pets up and down, and then the new relationship's involved, and it's all a bit of a pain in the arse. You're better off owning everything by yourself and staying alone. Again, I keep saying it.
Because of pets? Because of pets.
If you buy something together that is sentient as such, and then you share it, and people are obviously very attracted. Whoops. Because you were fucking talking about bestiality earlier. Attached to their pets.
There was another judge, right, in 2012 in Texas. 2 feuding neighbours were told by a judge to hug it out, and they refused. And then the judge made them shake hands and say, "Have a nice day." So that's a bit of courtroom drama for you.
Sorry, speaking of courtroom drama, did you see the 89-year-old woman who was arrested for murdering her roommate in her nursing home with a part of her own wheelchair?
I actually removed that from the notes because I thought it was too depressing.
See, this is what happens when Vogue's in control. She takes all the good shit out.
I just thought, oh God, that's a bit dark.
I was wondering where my main story went.
I was like, Pete, that's a bit dark.
Can I look it up and see what's happening?
I think she was 99. But I know somebody who was taking an older woman for dinner at this event, and she hadn't been invited by the older woman, but this woman was 92, and then she went and she saw another woman who was like 88, and she goes, "Oh, I didn't know that bitch was here." And the person taking them for lunch was like, "Oh my God, still at the age of like, still going for each other." I suppose anyone can drive you mad at any age, really.
Listen, like just because you get older doesn't mean you go all Zen and Dalai Lama. If anything, I'd say you get even hardcore.
Yeah, more hardcore.
Do you know, you get harder. Woman 95 charged with killing 89-year-old roommate in nursing home. And do you know what the problem here is? I realised my reaction is ageist. Why can't old people kill? Do you know what I mean? Why can't an old woman kill? She has the same right to kill that as everyone else has, which is no right at all. But I mean, the instincts are clearly still there. A witness found the suspect washing her hands in a room splattered with blood.
Oh,
sorry, Vogue, I know you took this out of the notes. In a nursing home. I found it. In a nursing home in Coney Island, Brooklyn.
I mean, it's just...
They're checking her mental health.
Well,
fair.
I mean, it's...
According to the criminal complaint, a wheelchair inside the room where Miss Krastoff died had been partially disassembled, and one of its footrests was on the floor covered in blood.
Oh my
The
God.
other footrest, the complaint said, was outside the room on the ground below their window.
Premeditated? Is this premeditated wheelchair murder?
Well, she would have had to have taken the wheelchair apart to kill your one.
Jeez, Louise. You think you know somebody?
Seagate, the nursing home, has been the subject of several lawsuits in recent years.
Wow.
Wrongful death, negligence, statutory violations, avoidable injuries, infection, COVID-19, etc. I'm telling you, this is why we need to set up the Pinot Wheelers. So no woman doesn't have to go to a nursing home. I'm going to rebrand the nursing home, join the Pinot Wheelers.
I'll make sure that you're never in a nursing home, and you make sure that I'm never in a nursing home. Joe, I'm sorry. We can't look after everybody. It's each...
I need to know. I need to.
I'll look after you. I'm much younger than you, so I will look after you.
Thank you, Vogue. How kind. I see myself up in court for killing you as part of a crutch when we're older.
And they used to be such good friends.
That's it for this week. Make sure and get in touch if you want to. The email address is hello@mtgmpod.com. I've been Joanne McNally, she's been Vogue Williams, and Joe Ashwell.
Nothing to add. That was great, fantastic.